Well, hello there. I'm back, y'all. Listen, I have um I've been reevaluating my videos. So obviously they say like the first 50 videos, aren't really going to do that well. It's not going to get that many views. And then I also hear a lot of people on YouTube say, "Hey, don't put your shorts and your long format content in the same channel because it's going to hurt your chances of being monetized." Because the people who, if they're following you for your shorts, they're not going to want to watch your long format content. So, and also I've been like trying to get down with scripts, like following a script and giving you guys like, hey, the hook that takes 30 seconds for you to decide if you want to watch, then the body, then my lessons, then the takeaway, right? And I'm not sure if I'll stick with that or not, but like I've been slacking. So I think it's been 2 weeks since I posted a video. And I think it was because I posted two in 1 week one time and two in 1 week and another time. So I was like, oh, I bought myself some time, right? So since you last left off, like I've grown some followers. I'm assuming from my shorts, which is great. But again, I'm still trying to get my long format content out here. So what I'm discovering is that I really like teaching and sharing my wisdom. I really enjoy helping people navigate through life, like not in a, I don't know how to describe it. Like I get joy when I can share like my experience with somebody who's a season behind me, that I can help them not make the mistakes that I make, and I'm really trying to figure out what that looks like. And that's why I like started to call myself an unlicensed, no, uncertified life coach. I don't know what that looks like, but I do know like providing insights and providing my story and my journey, it really gives me joy. And like I could do it all day. I've never been the type to just want to work a room and network. I've always been the type who genuinely enjoys close connections and close conversations and deep, meaningful conversations. I've never been one for small talk. So I guess that's why I'm surprised that, or not surprised. I guess that's why I'm trying to figure all of this out. So I really appreciate you guys giving me the grace and the patience to produce my shorts, because the shorts are easy for me. Like, as I said earlier in another video, a previous video, I can do a 1 minute popper, like, no problem. Like, it doesn't take me much to think about something and open up my phone and then make the recording, right? But obviously, with long format content, you're kind of just rambling, but you're rambling with purpose. And like what I've learned as I've started watching YouTube, like more like being more intentional with what I'm watching, I'm learning that I love to be inspired. So I would love to be like, hey, you guys, I'm not sure if I'm a vlogger though either. Like I think I'm a sit down talker, but I really attract or am drawn to, hey, I purchased my dream car, or uh, hey, I got out of debt and this is how I did it. Like, I hope to get to a spot in life where I can be like, hey guys, I had $50,000 in debt and this is how I paid it off. And this is what I went through. This is the emotional journey. These are how many nights I cried. These are how many nights that I was like, God, you got it. This is how many jobs that I went through before I got to the thing that got me to the thing that got me to the thing. And I guess my anchor for that is more so like, what they call I think it's Matthew 5, where it says we should be like salt. Like we should be like salt, not like have you ever had salty mac and cheese? Like you can't remove the salt, but just a little pinch of salt just like sets it off right. Even with baking cookies. So I just started, baking cookies and making more things homemade, and the salt really does matter. Like it's the little pinch, like a little teaspoon of salt can really just like take that chocolate chip cookie to the next level, right? So I just appreciate y'all rocking with me while I'm trying to figure this out. Like I'm trying not to come to y'all scripted. I'm getting more comfortable being on the camera. I think I have a smooth DJ voice. Even though my voice, like I used to not like to hear myself talk, and now when I hear myself, I know I have a higher register than when I think I do. But this to me is like uh I don't know, like a smooth DJ voice, like something that you can listen to and not come across as like momming, but just like a friend. Like I hope I come across as a friend. So this is my video to get me back out there, because I do need to be posting content and I do need to be doing long format. I don't know what all this is for. Um, this all kind of started with me on maternity leave, thinking that I heard the Lord say photography, because I was, coming to him about like, God, I just really want to be able to provide and I really want to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm not there. And I really want to spend time with my daughter. And I can't do that because I have a production job, right? So that went on. And during my maternity leave, I was like, I genuinely feel like I heard him say photography. But I was talking with my cousin the other day, and she was like, Kaylin, maybe that was just a piece. Like, and that's probably my problem. Like, my problem is when I hear God, I act. And I'm like, I know what he said. And most of the times I don't know what he means. Like, I know you said something, but I don't know what you mean. So, like, that looks really weird because it's like I'm going after it and I feel like I failed. I feel like I failed and that I know that I heard him, but I didn't understand what he meant. So she was talking to me and she was just like, hey, Kaylin, maybe that was just the piece of a puzzle. You don't know how that's going to come back around. Maybe it was just you learning the skill. Maybe it was just you taking a step. Maybe it was just you getting the equipment. So I have a camera right here. And I also have like obviously a webcam. So I don't know how this is going to work together, but I do know before doing photography, I was afraid to be visible. I was afraid to put myself out there. And so maybe that's what this is. Maybe I didn't necessarily hear photography, but I do know I do have the skill. I paid for the mentorship to get the skill, and I don't actively practice it, but I do know I was able to help at least 2 people, 3 really, with having that skill. So I'm just out here trying to live life, and I see that I'm drawn to authenticity. Like, I know most people say, "Oh, I know I'm just rambling," but like, I feel like if I watch that content and I'm watching you ramble, it's because like, I'm out here trying to figure it out too. So like, I appreciate people being vulnerable and transparent with the things that they're going through, right? So that's how all of this came about. So like, I really am trying to figure out my voice. I'm getting more comfortable being out there and putting myself out there and being seen, because as I said in one of my earlier videos, I was used to playing the background. Like, Kaylin was the background queen. Like, I didn't see myself as main character. And maybe that's what, the voice was leading me to. Like, hey, you need to get comfortable. If you're wanting X, Y, and Z, which I do, I have a lot of wants. If I do get there, and let's think about this. Let's unpack this. If I say that I love like sharing and being a coach, right? Or sharing and helping guide people. I've always said that. I've always been able to see something in somebody and identify and be like, hey, I think you got something here. And like, just for transparency here, whenever I took the strength finders test, across like a span of years, it's always been coach number 1, uh, individualist number 2, developer number 3. And like, me having a limited mindset at the time, I was only thinking about like, oh, a sports coach. I didn't realize like there's actual coaches out here that's making money. I was like, I'm not going to be a coach because it was like coach or a pastor. And I'm like, I don't want to be a pastor and I don't want to be a coach because I want to make some money. Like, this is not it. So now, and the individualist is like being able to see and tailor information to that specific person. And obviously developer means like, how to develop somebody. So I truly believe I have a gift in that area. I just don't know how to execute on it. So this is me trying to figure it out, right? So at the end of the day, it's just being obedient. Like, whether I get monetized or not, am I being obedient? Yes. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. But I really appreciate you guys following me. So I had like 1 follower and now I'm at 16. I don't know if you guys are going to even watch this, but I'm putting it out there because I'm supposed to, right? And that's where I was getting at. If if I say that, I really think I'm gifted and called in this area, or maybe not called, I don't want to mystify it. Like, I feel like I'm gifted in this area. I really get enjoyment and energy from being being able to share to people in seasons behind me, like journeys to help them get ahead, right? If that's the case, then I have to be comfortable with this, right? Like, I have to be comfortable with talking. I have to be comfortable with being on camera. I have to be comfortable with sharing things, right? So it kind of makes sense, right? But maybe, sorry, it makes sense. So I don't know what all this is for. I don't know if it's going to turn into anything, but I'm on my way to try to my goal is to get to 50 videos, 50 long format videos. I think I'm inching up there on my shorts though. Regardless, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm trying to figure this out. And if y'all want to be on this messy journey with me, I would truly and greatly appreciate that. And that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm Kaylin Richmond, your uncertified life coach. I'm out.